Chronically Blue. Hello, all of my sleepy bears. My name's Chronically Blue. Welcome back to some more Sonic X Shadow Generations.
A seal of some sort?
Yes, it is time for us to face Mephiles, which if you remember Mephiles is from Sonic the Hedgehog, aka Sonic 06, and if you have never played that game, I'm so happy for you that you never had to witness that. In case you were curious about what Sonic 06 is, I did an entire Let's Play on it. I want to say it's about 25 episodes where we see just the absolute most unique writing for a Sonic game that there possibly is. What we do here is we just avoid little areas, then Mephiles will allow some ink blobs from Black Doom to form on the floor. We dash into him, we're able to do some very fast attacks, and that is everything that is needed in order for us to be able to make sure that we are Gucci. We get a splash transfer pay, and that is everything that happens. Now, you may be wondering why I'm so cool, calm, collected, and able to formulate my thoughts. Did I magically become way better at the game and just fully predicted everything that was going on? No, of course not. What do you think this is, Crash Bandicoot? No, what happened was, unfortunately, the game audio recorded over my commentary audio, and yeah, it was not fun. So it was a good thing and a bad thing all at once, because this video was originally 30 minutes long, so I was able to go through, edit it down significantly in order to remove just about 7 minutes of clutter that was unnecessarily there from failed attempts, as well as meandering or exploring, wandering, stuff like that. So I was able to edit it down significantly without excluding something that was vital for you, or something that you could potentially miss. So I'm very happy about that. Aside from that, though, it just kind of... I made, like, a lot of episodes. It was about 3 or 4 episodes of Sonic X Shadow Generations where this issue formed, which was just absolutely fantastic. It made me so happy, I'll tell you what. So I get to have the wonderful joy of going through and doing that, and then making the audio commentary for that coming up very soon, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. But that's okay, because with me going through and being able to go through and edit down the overall fluff of it all, from the stuttering, mumbling, stumbling, deaths, game overs, that kind of stuff, because I'm able to edit through all that, it means that videos are going to be significantly shorter, my thoughts are going to be significantly more coherent, and we're able to, potentially get this game finished in a reasonable time frame, because what I really want to do is I want to try to have this game completely finished by next week, because I have something kind of going on next week. So, yeah, it might be nice to have that finished by either on, before, or during then. So, any of those, which means that after this week's episodes, the next 3 episodes are going to be... I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm probably going to finish the side stuff and then just go like full force into it, because one thing that I found out that we're going to be finding out very soon is that there's many different things that is going to be appearing in the overworld here moving forward, and they are going to be very unique, but thankfully it's stuff that we should be very comfortable with going through. For some of it, for the majority of it, it's going to be very annoying, but the good news is that we've completed Mephiles with an S rank first try, so that's completely awesome. And now we have a cutscene coming up, which is going to be awesome. I honestly kind of chose the best episode to start the voice of a commentary on.
never serve you. He's nothing like you.
Gerald may have given him this unassuming form, but the blood of the Black Arms flows in his veins. He is a warrior, a destroyer.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
I have learned from our last encounter. There will be no mistakes this time. Struggle all you want. You will be mine.
Professor, what do you think he means he learned from our last encounter?
I surmise you defeated him at some point in the future. He has grown a new body and used the nebulous nature of time in white space to accelerate his plans for revenge.
He's right. No more mistakes. This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Shadow, no!
Maria?
It breaks my heart to see you so full of anger. This isn't who you are. Do you know why I named you Shadow? Because without light, there's only darkness. But a shadow will show you where to find the light. Do you understand? I don't want you to be driven by darkness. I want you to be happy. Stand in the light with peace in your heart.
Okay, and with that light, I guess, for lack of a better term, we see that there is a new area that is opening up for us, or another Doom's gear that is becoming available, which, yay! It's Doom's gear. It can't exactly be the most amazing thing ever, but it can definitely be better than what we don't have, I guess, for lack of a better term. So yes, we are definitely going to make our way over there in order to collect the Doom gear and see what the next power-up is going to be. And it could potentially be the final power-up because we are getting close to the end of the game here. There is only one stage left, I believe, and one boss left for that matter. As you can see, we only have 11 treasure chests remaining. Gonna go ahead and take a quick little glance over at the collection room here to check out Gerald's journal, and we can see that we are only missing 2 pages, or 2 to 4 pages technically, but 2 drop-offs is what I'm trying to get at. And don't worry, we will be getting one of those pages before the end of the episode. 1 or 2 of those pages. It's weird. Just work with me here. Now, with that being said, we have to go all the way back in order to go and find it, or we could also just fast travel by going to the stage that we were at previously. That's always an option. Don't forget, you can always fast travel, so you really don't actually have to walk all the distance, but I like to do it in order to try to find the remaining treasure chests. Because one thing that I realized pretty late is that the game will not point out the treasure chests to you that you have yet to find. You have to see them and or touch them in order for them to appear on your mini-map, or giant map, one of the two. So, if you have not seen them or touched them previously, too bad, so sad. You're gonna have to find them yourself. Which, not cool, but at the same time I kinda get. Again, I have no idea if that changes if you do everything or not, but, yeah, you know, who knows. And you might be wondering about what happened to Shadow and why Shadow looks weird. This was the original character design for Shadow, or an anti-Sonic. As you can see, it looks very much like Sonic. And I'm very happy that we got the different, much better design than what we have here. But yes, now we have the Doom Wing, which you think we're going to be able to fly all across the map all willy-nilly and have ourselves a wonderful, happy time? No, that is not at all how it works. We not just get to fly around and be like, well, I'm glad we don't really need any of this other mode of transportation. But you might recognize those little patterns and, you know, railings and such. That's right. The final stage is Radical Highway. And then we get to just fall into the center of an eye in order to go to Radical Highway. Now, if you fast travel to Radical Highway, it will just drop you off and you will fall right inside of the little eye there. But if you choose to exit before you get into the stage, then it'll just plop you out on the outer ring of it. So for the Doom wing, it is a lot like Supersonic, where once we have 50 rings, we can press L1 and R1 simultaneously, hold R2 in order to glide. It's not even flying, it's falling with style. You can move left and right, that's about it. You cannot change your trajectory midair, but we have more cutscene.
You cannot deny me, Shadow. You are finally complete. Come, face me. I shall claim you, mind, body, and soul, and become the perfect being.
It's time.
I'm sorry I put you on this path, Shadow. But I'm proud of how you have walked it. I believe in you, son.
Shadow!
It's all right, Maria. I'm letting go of that destructive anger. But I will continue to fight. Fight with your wish in my heart. Your wish for everyone to have a chance to be happy. Nothing can stop me from reaching that eye now.
However, just like with Supersonic, the rings do decrease over time, and there's no way to stop it once you started it, so make sure you don't activate it super early. You can always obtain more rings, especially through challenges and whatnot, in order to be able to make sure that you're doing everything well. That's about the whole shebang of it all. But with this mode that is being activated, there's going to be lots of things that are changing. For one, there is more challenges now. Not only in the overworld with the collect ring challenges or get the clock challenges, the official stage challenges. There are more stage challenges now as well, and they are all super hard challenges. So instead of having to get 100 rings, you now have to get 200 rings. And that's just for the overworld stages. It's going to be more of a pain because we made it this far, so might as well see how far we can go. But there's another thing as well that I'm really going to hope I don't have to do, and that is the bosses, actually. As well as because we have the Doom Wing now, we're able to turn it on or off for each and every stage. I believe this really doesn't matter, at least from the trophy list that I was looking at, because as long as you get an S rank on a stage, that's what matters. You don't have to get a double S rank on every single stage. Again, I haven't done a whole lot of research on this, because I'm trying to not spoil it for myself, but that's just what I've gathered from the little bit of time that I have from reviewing it and seeing what all is going on and what is being counted and kept track of. But for all the bosses that we got S ranks on, yet no. those are gone. They're replaced with super hard bosses now, which I have not even tried to attempt at this point in time of recording because no thank you. I'm gonna try really hard to avoid all those. Again, I don't see anything about it being there. I do see that there is a trophy specifically for completing the final boss without getting hit. Can't guarantee that'll happen. Can't even promise that I will try to make that happen. But, you know, I can... Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Again, the goal is to just complete the challenges and the stages as best as I can. The bosses, we kind of know that that really doesn't matter in the Sonic series for a lot, actually. Even from starting from all the way to Sonic Adventure, we know that the boss rush mode was kind of there just as a gimme, and it was there for something for people to do and to enjoy if they really wanted to. It did not do anything additional. Now, if I have a lot of time left over, and I really don't need to do anything, maybe I will try really hard and I will do a oops, I fixed it with a video of me completing the final boss without getting hit. But I really like sleeping and my sanity, so I highly doubt it, but we can see what happens. Because again, I have not gotten too far at this point in time of recording. I have completed a few challenges, as well as in the final episode, not the final episode, my goodness, as of Friday, we will see that we have obtained the last of the bolt and see the last of the bolts, excuse me, and see what we get from that overall. To which I'm very excited in order to show you, because it is a thing. That's about as much as I can say without spoiling it. Do be careful, you are able to slide off the side of the building unfortunately, but as long as you keep going and collecting rings, you should be fine, more or less. Do keep in mind that if you die, the time does keep going, especially since you have hit a checkpoint at this point in time. So, try your best in order to stay sturdy. We are going to be coming across some areas that are going to be very difficult, and ones that honestly made me fail quite a few times, to the point where it added quite a few minutes in order to the entire length of this video. Once we're here, we can go ahead and smash these boxes in order to get some 10 rings, so we're able to have the power of the Doom Wing, so we can try to make ourselves an elegant little flight, but do keep in mind we cannot master the trajectory of it. We can only glide or fall with style, and that is it. So do keep in mind, while in stages it is a little bit better because it doesn't really seem like we are falling. It seems as though we do maintain our vertical height. The vertical height does still decrease ever so slowly, as well as there is a specific timer as to when you are going to do the Doom Wing for that extended period of time. We do not know what the time is. I want to say it's maybe 10 seconds, if that. And after those 10 seconds, no matter where you are, Shadow just kind of falls. And that's it. Isn't that awesome? I love it. I know everyone else does too. I understand that is not something that Shadow could do for an entire time, considering it is a new power he just received. But come on. Supersonic is super literally the entire time that you have rings, and can always go fast. And the only time that changes was with the hyper rings, where he was able to do a double jump whenever and wherever he felt like, and it was a screen kill as well. So I just feel like they kind of nerfed him in order to make it fine, I guess, to prevent him from getting S ranks on every single thing. But even then, they could just put a little marker saying if you use Super Shadow or something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to elaborate and explain stuff for why they did things when I really have no idea why. Because after 8 minutes, that's a D. I never said I was good at this game. I just like it. Anyway, so that is the first stage of Radical Highway. Of course, we have the second stage and then the boss, which I believe is going to be the final boss. But before then, I really want to explore. And because I don't want to leave you all out on whenever I explore random things, I went ahead and sped up the footage so you can see exactly what I did. Again, nothing happened here. Did not find any bolts, did not find any treasure chests or anything like that. I was just going around, exploring, trying to see what all was going on. But there is something here, and it is one of those robot things that holds one of the pages of Gerald Robotnik's journal. And unfortunately, we had to wait until the Doomwing was available. The Chaos Spear does not automatically lock onto it, unfortunately. Why, I'm not too sure. But at this point in time, what we are able to do is we are able to get to a very high place, collect rings in order to get the Doom Wings, and then we can fly over while using the Chaos Spear in order to get the little pages. Why I decided to do this for the last two, I really have no idea. They just felt like it. But rest assured, I will read it in order to help go over everything within Gerald Robotnik's journal.
Out of my way.
Okay, and you can see right there that we did get it. And now we are going to go ahead and land to get this page. 22 to 23. Now again, there was only one page left, and once we get that last page, then we will be looking good. We will be reading Gerald Robotnik's journal in the next episode, which technically I read to its entirety, but now I get to read it again in a much smaller screen. Yay me! I love editing errors. They're my favorite. Yay! But enough of my complaining. That is more or less the entirety of the episode here. Here I'm just looking at the map and such in order to get a good idea as to what else going on, because you can see all the different stages, all the different challenges, all the different doom gates that are available now with the hard bosses. Yes, I'm aware there wasn't a lot of hard bosses, but you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, my CB Bears.